What's good, Jason? And what's good, Double Clutch Nation? It's your boy Whyghost, and I'm joined by
the Beast JJ Johnson.
And y'all know what we do. We talk about playoffs, man. And guess what? Today was a beautiful day for playoff basketball, wasn't it, Jay?
Of course it was, yes, sir.
And you know what we do? I gotta stand for this, cause I'm standing on this. Our first game of the night, the New York Knicks versus
the Philadelphia 76ers.
Weak, just like Embiid's game, man. And let's talk about the big man, Jalen, JB, Brunson. 47 bomb with 10 assists, carrying. He was helped out by OG Anunoby, who had 16 and 14. Josh Hart, his little ass, hustling, man. 17 rebounds. What did Embiid do, though?
This is what Embiid did. 27 points, not enough. 10 rebounds, not enough. 6 assists, not enough.
What did Maxey do?
23, 6 and 6.
Ooh. Not enough.
Not enough.
My car? That's my car. Hey, my car alarm's sounding, but guess what? We ain't do no surrounding. Someone could break into it, and I'm still going to be rebounding like Josh Hart. 17 in the game. He's only like 6'4", but he got Hart. He hustles his ass off. For real. Anyways, let's talk about these Knicks, man. They're up 3-1 in this series. Brunson finally shot over 50%. He's been in a slump this series. Guess what? 34 shots, shooting over 50%. That's how you get 47, man. He did what he got to do. This was a low-scoring game, only being 97-92, Jay. They played defense. When you got Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, Tom Thibodeau coaching, man, you play D. And you get dubs. Let's go. One more time. For who? For New York. You're crazy. I'm loving it too. This is a vibe, baby. We vibe out here. What do we do, Jay?
We vibe.
Yes, we do. We do that too. We play basketball today. And we did terrible. Joel Embiid was a little salty that the New York fans came to Philadelphia and put on a show. It didn't even feel like a home court game for Philly, man. Because the Knicks are insane. When you're messing with New York, you're messing with the rest of the world because they cannot stay where they want to be. Anyways, for our next game of the night, we have one of the craziest ones. The Dallas Mavericks versus
the no-use Los Angeles Clippers.
Why would you say that, man?
Because they don't belong in Los Angeles.
Hey, but they do belong in this series. Making it 2-2 off of a crazy game. We called out Paul George. You know what he did? He came back, and he had 7 of 10 from 3, 33 points, 4 steals, 8 assists. He was joined by James Harden, who had 33 as well, giving him the flashbacks. Russell Westbrook off the bench still kind of struggled, but it is what it is, man. The Clippers got this win. Paul George went crazy. James Harden went crazy. And Kyrie, man, what did Kyrie do, Jay?
So, to answer your question, Uncle Drew dropped 40 points.
Uncle who?
Uncle Drew.
Hey, it ain't enough, but he was going crazy.
It is not enough. But then followed by that, we had Doncic, with a 20. Don't disrespect Luka. Luka Doncic with a 29-point triple-double.
I want to shout out the Clippers. We called you out last game. You proved us wrong. Kyrie went insane. Clutch as hell. Almost got it done. Luka said he feels like he's letting down Kyrie. And I'm going to keep it a buck. Luka hasn't been the best this series. His shooting's been inefficient. He's been turning the ball over. But I wouldn't say he's letting anybody down. 29-point triple-double is still really good. They just need to pop out a little more. I'm glad Paul George showed up because it is nice to have a good game and a good series. And this was a crazy game. I mean, so many great performances. But shout out Paul George. Shout out James Harden. Come on, Russell Westbrook. We're calling you out now. You got to do something next game. For the next game of the night, we have the Milwaukee Bucks versus
the Indiana Pacers.
Yeah, it felt like a fitness gram pacer test, man. They couldn't hang. But most importantly, man, Giannis was out. Dame was out. And the Pacers took it, going up 3-1 with a final score of 126-113. Big Bob Portis fouled out in the first quarter with 2 technical fouls, man. And Bobby Portis only had 4 points. Brook Lopez tried to carry. He had 27 and 3 threes. You had Chris Middleton with 25 and 10 but didn't hit a single three. And you had Malik Beasley with 20 points, man. But that's enough about those losers, man. 3-1, come on, get it together. We know what's up. We need Giannis and Dame to get back, or at least one or the other. But don't take both. It don't feel right. It's a waste of the season. They were supposed to win a championship. I picked them to win a championship earlier this year. And these are two of my favorite players, and it really, really stinks that we don't even get to watch them try. Jay, what happened on the Pacers side of the ball?
Pacers side of the ball. First off, obviously we all know they dominated the Bucks once again. Myles Turner, highest scorer of the game. 29 points, 7 threes, 3 blocks, 9 rebounds. And Tyrese over here, 24, 4 and 4. Yeet. Myles Turner dunked on Brook Lopez.
Oh, dunked the shit out of him.
Yes, he did.
Dunked the shit out of him. If Giannis and Dame don't come back, one or the other or both, this game is over next game, and we can pack up, and it's all right. It hurts, but it is what it is. But there's only one more game to talk about, Jay, and we got an elimination. Let's announce it first. We got the Minnesota Timberwolves versus
the Phoenix Buns.
And man, they played like it. Nah, they actually played their asses off. They looked like they were ready for the season not to be over. They wanted to play more games. They didn't want to put this team to waste. And Devin Booker came out and dropped 49 points, a career high in the playoffs. And Kevin Durant had 33, 9, and 5. But Bradley Beal put up a stinker, man. A stinker, 9 points. Where did you go, Bradley? And you fouled out. And I could tell it hurt. But man, you just overhyped. I've been saying it forever. I'm an asshole because I know it's a low point. But come on, Bradley Beal. You were supposed to be that guy. You were supposed to be a third option. You played like a 7th option. He's not him. He does not belong as a third option on a big 3, and it's sad that they advertise it that way. They threw away all their depth. They threw away everything so that they could get this big 3 with the guy who doesn't belong in a big 3.
Enough about this trash Buns team. Let's talk about the winners. Yeah.
Woo!
Yes.
Going to the second round.
Let's talk about Ant-Man, the high flyer, turning into Michael Jordan this game, dunking on Kevin Durant. Like I said, turn into a Michael Jordan, high flyer, dunking on Kevin Durant. Now,
Anthony Edwards absolutely went off in the second half of basketball, especially the fourth quarter, man. He started to get on fire. He was scoring. It looked like earlier in the first half, Devin Booker was getting off to a good start. KD was getting off to a good start. And I think Anthony Edwards only had 9 points in the first half. And he finished with what, Jay?
40. And then we got Karl Anthony Towns, scoring 28 points, 10 rebounds. Jaden McDaniels, 18 points with great defense. And then later on, towards the end of the game, Mike Conley injures his coach. Hey, stop it. Stop it.
My bad. Get better, Chris Finch.
Please get better. He's a great coach, clearly.
Yeah, get better, Chris Finch.
You were freaking out. Yeah, because when they were showing in slow motion, you're like, oh no, this is going to hurt. Oh, it's not that bad. Minnesota took the brooms out and swept away the Phoenix Buns, giving the Minnesota Timberwolves some extra rest for the season until the second round.
But it was great playoff basketball today. And that's what these videos are about, is to talk about the basketball of the day. And man, shout out to the Clippers for taking a win over the Dallas Mavericks. And shout out to Paul George, especially because we called him out in videos before this. Shout out the Minnesota Timberwolves for advancing to the second round and crushing the Phoenix Suns in 4. This was a beautiful series, and Anthony Edwards is making a name for himself. And it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Shout out to the Pacers for getting the job done against the Giannis-less and who is missing?
Dameless.
Milwaukee Bucks team, man. And shout out to Big JB, Jalen Brunson, for winning against the Philadelphia 76ers, making the series 3-1, looking to win in New York, making Philly not even feel like home. And I am excited to see how Game 5 goes, Jay. And with all that said, I had a great night.
I had a wonderful night.
And I hope you guys had a great night as well. With all that said, enjoy
Basketball.
and mwah.
God bless.